What it is I really forgot, what is the Yichud of God Shaos, Hakolel. So he said that there are three different periods, and really there's lots of similarities, but the period that took 3 days is Acharayim. First we bring the Acharayim, and the second day we bring in the Pneumius, and we have to, in that second day, we have to go through the Bia Rishon, and then the third day is the ultimate Yichud. That's the concept right there. Each one of them takes a day. There's details in that we could go over, and I kind of looking at, try to keep it in mind, because I don't know, my advanced age here, I can't remember anything. Now let me see what I got. So I decided that maybe we should start again on page, on Siman Hey. We got some ideas that we understand that the yichud that's taking place in Chad Shaos Haprati, that actually has to do with a concept that's not really fleshed out 100%, but just given to us. Is that there is so I keep blanking on this. There are 4 different partsufim that he mentions, which is the ma de ma, the ma de ben de ma, and the ben de ben. Now I don't really understand them 100%. I started retranslating it and meaning like the ma de ma would be the male aspect of masculinity. I'm not sure what the implications of this are. But at any rate, that's the Tikkun Echad Shaos Haprati that takes place in these mochin that are coming into Zun. Let's go to page Tov, I think that's Tov Samach, Siman Hey. We actually started this before, but since now I know that Tikkun Echad Shaos Haprati has to do with the names of these 4 partsufim, at least it could fit in a little bit better for me, so I figure try to understand it one more time. He said this is the Seder Hamshacha and the Asa B'Kriya Shema Shalamita. That's what we're talking about. So he said B'Seder Rishash Nisandra B'Seder Kriya Shema Shalamita Kama V'Kama Hamshachos. So what does this mean? It means that it doesn't come at one time, or there are multiple hamshachos that are taking place at that time. Hamshacha b'nifratim k'fi sidram, and let me point them out according to their order. V'nevara b'kol echad b'chem be'ez partzufim hu na'aseh. So pasuk Rishon, he says hamshachas mochin devok the tevuna. So that's what happens, is that we're going to bring in the vok the tevuna. I'm not sure what he means. I'm sure he means the godless. So he says, Pasuk Rishon, the Kriya Shema, the Sadr Seder HaHamshacha HaRagil, K'Bishar Sidri Kriya Shema Shalayom. What does that mean? For who's Seder HaMshachas HaMochin Da'ach? So that's what we want to say on the first part. When we're dealing with this, you're going to get the Acharayim, and the second day you're going to get the Panim. Let's go on. So he says, when you're dealing with the Acharayim, he says, the Chida Nimshachim B'Chedek Ba'Mochin the Yanika, which is cotton, we get cottonus, we get a certain amount. This is a fact that I don't think I'm aware of, that he says here. So he writes that, and this seems to be, just I really don't understand how it works, but he says, L'nuk P'tei Shema. When you say the word Shema while you're at your bedside, he says that actually you're bringing in Shefa into the Nook. Now normally I am always thinking that the Nook is getting Shefa from Zer Anpin, but he doesn't say that. He says that the first thing that happens is that you're bringing Shefa to the Nook. Mochin the Yanika, but we're talking about continence. So then on the word Yisrael, the Zab Tevis Yisrael, over there you're getting the mochin, the continents are coming into Zer Anpin, which, like I said before, it seems like it's a reversal. So then you're bringing the mochin down into, or I guess, Also, this seems reversed too. I mean, it should be that they're getting the first part, and then it's coming down to the nukva. But he says that these words are really the setup for a yichud between Abba and Ima, I guess, as Havaya Elokeinu. Havaya refers to Abba, Ima, and then the lower section of Yasas. So that's the order. And listen again. He says, you say the word Shema, bring Shef of Katniss into the Nukva. You say the word Yisrael, then you get the Shef of Katniss coming into Zer Anpin. And then you say Hashem, Elokeinu Hashem, and it's bringing these same mochin into Yisrael Sabbat Tavuna. So it seems like a reverse order to me. But that's what he says. So he says, let me move on a little bit more. So he says, okay, that's the easiest part. We understand that. So the reverse order that you see over here, in bringing in the Mocha Nekadnas in the Shema Yisrael and so on and so forth, until you get to this Echad, that's what it is. He says, "V'na'asim zivugim shel kol partzufim me'av sag da'ak ad abba ba'ima," and this causes that. And he said, "V'nimshachin amochin the Yanika v'the godless." And now, as a result of that, all of the rest of the mochin of Yanika and the godless that we're going to get come in. V'niknasim b'zecha homochin devok de'ima, and that's what comes in. The mochin devok de'ima. I think he means of godless. Kol haseder hamavur b'simin hakodim. Everything that we said before, and so we have these different. Not sure exactly what he meant. If he meant the Seder Yomei, or he meant I think he means of Kadshaus. So first, there just seems odd, is that the first thing you do is you bring Shefa of Katniss into the Nukva, then Zer Anpen, and then into Abba Ve'ima and Yisrael Sabbat Tavuna. And then this leads you into a situation, now you have this Katniss, we're going to get the word Echad, which will bring Mayim Nukvim, which will bring everything back down. So, okay, so that's what he said. Okay, it's not anything that I'm used to listening to. So the root for this over here is in the Rav. And I guess that's really placing what he said there, because it becomes now site reference. So let's go on to the next. And he says, Hamshacha zu na'asas the ben dema. Now he said at nighttime that you're dealing with the ben dema, the kadsha haprati. Okay, now this is where we get back into the Shah, because when the Shah haprati has to do with the partsufim, which we said are the mas and the bens. And exactly what it is, back to Shaar Hakavanot again. So he said, excuse me, I was a Shaar Hakavanot, back to the Shaar Atik again. But exactly, very, very mysterious that. So they say, Shehi na'asa bezuna pratim dekad shah diyom echad, which is Acharayim, which we learned before, the bebechin is beben dema. Now I think that, I'm just going through the whole thing again, because at least to straighten out a little bit when he uses the word, this tikkun akad shows a prati, at least I have an idea what the subject is, but not exactly that I understand these different mochin. But Pesach Anayim Sham Kasav that it should be, instead of the ben dema, it should be the ben de ben. Became Kasvu Od Kam Mefarshim. He says, so it doesn't, and everywhere they're saying that it's the ben dema. Over here, it comes over here in the Pesach Anayim, he says it's ben de ben. The time of the feet. This is said, what? Hatam of the Fisha, Bekriya Shemal Lamita, Ne'ameres, is that it's said, B'techilas Alayla, the beginning of the night. I think of Al-Kain Lamdo, Shehi Keneged Atigun, the Chetzia Harishon Shal Halayla. So that's the reason why we're saying that this. That they have a problem Kriya Shema Alamit in the Emas B'Techilas Alayla before Chatzos. I don't hear this exactly. I guess I'm not sure what he means. So he said, "Okay, lamdo shehu keneged the tikkun the chetzia harishon shel halayla hanas bepartzis ben de ben, which takes place then. Valamaisa naktinin shehu ben de ma, but actually, in fact, we hold that it's ben de ma. And ben de ben would be at the beginning of the night, and ben de ma is already the beginning of having a little ma mixed into your ben. That's the tikkun that takes place then. The kavanas kriya shema shalamita heim al shem ha'asid really refers to what's going to be in the future, which is what? It's the ben dema, because we're leading towards the morning where it's going to be ma dema. The asos b'chatzas alayla, and that's made at that time. I'm not sure what the problem with this was. We say the ben dema, we had to stay, an idea. The ben dema takes place from chetzi alayla towards boker. Then he comes over and he says it should be the ben de ben. And he says, why would it be the ben de ben? Because the ben de ben is from Mariv, Aravit, until you get to Chatzos. To me, very confusing. I'm not sure exactly what he means. Just keep reading this and go on. So he said, Dehine, that he says, so in his boyer la'el, the milvad seder hatikun de kad shah hakolo, besides the fact that you have this tikkun of kad shah hakolo, which we said before, is acharayim, ponim, and then yichud, and then all the details in between. Yeshno seder tikkun de kad shah prati, there's also this. So this, tikkun de kad shah prati, hanisakim afhu begimul yomim, which also takes 3 days. So whatever would be, there's in every one. Let's see, his words are shebekol chelik mahayom. Every time I was talking about the times that we're davening, you're misaking the chelik echad shalo, and machatzos alaylo ad boker misaking chelik haben dema. So talking about once again the parati, we're talking about the ben dema, the ma dema, the ma de ben, and then the ben de ben. 4 different times in the 4 different davenings that you're dealing with here. V'seder Hamshacha hi, shebetevis echad, you say the magic word echad, the pasuk rishon, nimshachin amochin the ak, the vak, the tavuna, that's what we said it before. The pasuk bak shem kavod malchuso, no sin zer anpin es ha'aras ha'mochin the leah v'rachel. So again, this is another set of flows. So this one maybe is easier for us to hear. So he says, in the first you say the pasuk of the magic word echad, brings in the vak, the tavuna, and then when you say the word bar shem kavod malchuso, then Gav is going to give a ha'ara from that. He says ha'aras ha'mochin l'leah v'rachel, to both of them. The v'tevis va'ed on the word, va'ed. Va'ed nimshachin dezer anpin, Shaar hamochin de ach, all the rest of the mochin de ach come in. Shehem gar de tevuna v'vak v'gar de yasod l'tolchamon. He's going to talk about that more. Now, it's a little bit confusing because when he said this, I thought he's talking about the vak, the godless. Then you say, once again, he says he is talking about that. He says, b'pasuk bar shem kavod malchuso, though, what happens then? So I thought he wanted to say that it's going to go over to the nook. So he said, b'pasuk bar shem kavod malchuso, no sen za es ha'aras ha'mochin, to both the leah and of Rachel, of v'tevis va'ed, and you get to the final bar shem kavod malchuso l'olam nimshachin izar shar ha'mochin de ach, all the rest of the mochin de ach, which is the gar to tevuna, uvok v'gar the yasod k'lechamon. Now that needs to be explained more. I'm not sure exactly. This last line I have to read it one more time. But v'tevis va'ed, what happens then? Nimshachin dezer b'shar hamochin da'ach. Now he means I think he means of continence. And shehem the gar to tevuna, uvok v'gar the yasod k'lechamon. Let's look at number base down below. Let's see how much time we have. So we'll just finish up here. V'avdegan, the parts of Kadsha, Hakolel, so also we have this situation. In the parts of Kadsha Hakolel, Nimshachim ke'es hamochin da'ach l'chelik ben dema, they come into that part of the ben dema we said before. Shalo, mikol makom kasav v'pesach anayim sham, she'ein anim mekuvonim hamshachas hamochin da'ach shel parts of Hakolel. We're not doing that. Kevin shehem kuvar nimsoim bechem mitachidas atzilusam v'tzarach bir, because they're already there. I'm not sure that I got that 100%. This is hard. So we'll stop here, and we'll try to pick up number Gimel. And let me say, start here. Make a little note here. And today is 1 Elul. Happy Rosh Chodesh, Rabbi. Okay, let's move on to the Sifra D'Tzniuta. Let me stop